Abusiafo, huge clash in Parliament. And yesterday, during Public Accounts Committee sitting, na enyasem ketrakra. At a point, it was becoming chaotic between Chairperson of the Public Accounts Committee, Abena Osei Asare, and DVLA boss, Julius Neequaye, mesena enye izekra. Ebade say ana clash no, ekopium Public Accounts Committee. Yen hun some eba, you dumb edi amount. But clash ne ewa shasio, because at a point na, Ghana for busa say, at the same point, for me a new way. Former Deputy Finance Minister in charge of Revenue, Abena Osei Asare, sa enso ana DVLA boss, Julius Neequaye, na Ghana for busa say, ade issue do omuntemu ana. What I say? Because clash, you know, a quite fast koba na enyasem kitakra. Me beju dwom e de ama what I say, ahaye na Janto TV show. Obe subscribe channel ama misia we ya. Na what turn on notification bell, na say there be video drop here. Won sabeka video you enjoy it until you na obe like it. Now comment in the comment section na fins wa share na for so anya bi ahwedium and say menye person mi nkonya na Janto TV a family. And do hanum say share na for so anya bi hwe because the papi and here what ema enche na Janto de sokato man obetin nka badium and say and then me de kwa kopiem e Parliament and no Public Accounts Committee na enyasem ketokra DVLA empanyifo kopiem wo honum led by their CEO Chief Executive Officer Julius Neequaye na Chairperson of the committee me chere Abena Osei Asare na enyasem ketokra Chairperson of the committee any DVLA boss Julius Neequaye Ostati and was obusa question be about new plates 2026 ebesha say DVLA for Bebe register. Now we say a very unique from what we are used to. Who's the first no you register o car mawa. I mean year na you money dey register ma say bia 2025 you will be register the car 2025 bia no. And they with the number plate 2025. Now no and a DVLA paying for say and such like crime about 2026 1st January 2026. Abena Osei Asare ebusa sa question no but mami nchiro mami fa onko back say be abeti video yasim. Unim say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama winning Abano and I appointed Julius Neequaye Kotey as the DVLA boss, Chief Executive Officer. Now by no copy of our Channel 1 TV on Omar Sanda a interview and reveal say from 2026 1st January 2026 DVLA for a new registration. Now registration you register o kamawa and they with year na woman. So from 2026 in Kaunsenka by the convention you register o kamawa and kabe end 2026 and at 26 was say enya sabium name of the be say wo Ashanti regional register o ka in 2026 AS as a be code bisa AS na end with ebia KM na chese o register the Kumasi I DVLA boss Julius Neequaye copy mo Channel 1 TV on Omar Sanda interview and this enche we ba ntunim me mo akwa kwhwe sa interview ne say na be video yi obeti ase yakwa clash ne fast by Parliament makidika ka che say clash no it was getting chaotic at a point now say the other members on the Public Accounts Committee krampo ejojo Abena Osei Asare akoma na enyasem kitakra eti me fa onko back DVLA boss Julius Neequaye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama appointed as Chief Executive Officer of DVLA. Okopie Channel 1 TV on the Omar Sanda interview. And somebody to Janie, what to expect car registration from the year 2026. Or say Besha say 1st January 2026. Yem couldn't go to DVLA boss Julius Neequaye back then on the Channel 1 TV Omar Sanda aiding command somebody to Jaffa new registration plate no.
AS. So when you write Ashanti region on top, then the original code is AS.
So you start that one also on the
left. Code.
Waste of paper.
No. I'll show you sample. I'll give you sample. Then it will be AS. Then your number plates will come.
Yes.
The car, number of the car.
Yes.
As it is 2323.
Yes.
Now at the end we can do it KM. So that Kumasi. It was registered in Kumasi.
Yes, but I'm saying that if you have written Ashanti region at the top, no need to write AS.
No, because we need to there are a lot of DVLA offices in Ashanti region.
Okay.
So we need to identify which particular one registered the car.
And when do you intend to roll this out?
1st of January.
For next year?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, you've done all the groundwork.
We've done all the legal framework and everything. You know, we need to amend the traffic regulation.
Okay.
The road traffic regulation that at 6, 8.
And you are sure that Parliament is ready to do that for you?
They will do that program for us.
So January?
Yes.
This is face to face on Channel 1 TV. If you want to buy a car this year and leave it till next year, 2026, so that you have 26 written on it in January, forget, you won't get it according to the DVLA. Henceforth, whether your car is 22 registered or 2001 registered, we'll all have the same thing, at least from next year. That's what the DVLA is saying. My guest on face to face today is Neequaye Kotey. He's the CEO of the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority. We've just been talking generally about when you bring your vehicle to the port, how to get it out and all of that. There's another instruction that has been given him by the government to deal with excavators that go to mining sites. He's supposed to register and track them. How is that coming? We'll talk about that. Plus the people that he has sent on the roads who are harassing and collecting 205 cities or 225 cities. Go to police and they pass.
And we are thinking of introducing a new number plate for citizens who don't want to register their car after the 2 weeks. But one thing I can say, it will be very expensive.
So it will be like a DV, but approved for you to be using for private, not for...
Expensive. And now that concept of we putting number plates at the year of registration at the end of the car and the number plate is even going, is coming to an end.
Which is stop?
Next year, we are not putting the year of registration at the end of the car again.
How can I sell my car then? Because if I have 2025 Branya...
We are not dealing with you because you want to sell the car. We are dealing with what will be good for the system.
If I'm going to do wedding, and I'm in the convoy, all the cars have 25 Branya, nice. You want to remove that? It's not nice.
Most of the cars the police bring here for us to have information on them are either DV plated or DP, because that one is not in our system, or they put fake number plates on it.
So this is your new plan. Our number plates currently would be GW 2530.
So with the new plan, we have what we call the regional code. Every region will have the name on top of it. So Greater Accra.
Okay.
The regional code of Greater Accra can be maybe GR.
Okay.
Greater Accra region. Now after that, you come to the end where the number used to be, where the year of registration used to be, will be the area code.
Okay.
So is GR
for Greater Accra
222 AD. It tells that the car was registered in Adenta.
So we won't put year again.
No.
But have we considered, if I want to call and say there's a hit and run, it's easier to say that it's a 2025 registered Elantra. It's easier to say than to say
if you tell me that someone has done hit and run and the car is 2025 registered, there are a lot of 2025 cars in the system. How will I be able to see?
But
you are able to give me the number, the exact number. It will be easier for DVLA to identify who the person is.
For any nchemu a Julius Neequaye edema Ghana for brokopiem channel 1 TV on the Omar Sanda interview. And you say the Ghana for Matias here. So from 2026, new number plater DVLA register no. And they with the year name, end with some coded, letters B. And he said, oh, register Ashanti region, AS, na end with KM, not just register the Kumasi. Nano and the Public Accounts Committee. For and common cost one Abena Osei Asare, one chairperson of the Public Accounts Committee. In fact, we're a member of Parliament for Atiwai East in the Eastern Region. Samson, a former Deputy Finance Minister in charge of Revenue. And to why I say a busa question, a public interest question. A busa for a public interest question. I say Public Accounts Committee no car. And nema mubedi the home common questions the busa on the areas and cover. Usually I send them in advance. Send me a study. Now ba na questions and any answers no akototin. Na you be a Public Accounts Committee just outside and nema wa agree and nema document ya send them so ba no questions e be busa areas e be cover no. Your public interest questions yeah just say Ghana fonya anka wo panyin na wote wa ye busa question no. I see you minister why you wote akwanya ye busa question no. Ghana fonya anka obebusa sa question nemom omunya akwanya enhia omuntimi busa sa question no. Eduba Public Accounts Committee committee no ho kwaso obebusa public interest question na say outside areas e dey ma wo say e be cover no. Ghana fonya obebusa untino waba no public interest question na say Ghana for you be busa question on behalf of Ghanaians. And Abena Osei Asare ekache DVLA boss ne say Julius Neequaye say public interest question. That is the Ghana fonya omo busa wo DVLA boss question we name omo ni ha. It be busa question nyina ama Ghana fonya. Public interest question any say or say new place now kwaye interview Omar Sanda show so channel 1 TV ade kotu just airba no. Details ne be saying I mean security details ne be saying you be capture Ghana for D so ana. Tie ni yo or say udi beba plate ni so ana eho ana DVLA panyine se dabi enye di na no kwene nwa say Abena Osei Asare chairperson of the committee ebusa na sa question because he register number plate with the nipa di ene ma me na amfa ne ho anche no wo se question be na ebusa me sa no na woni Ghana ha se ne nkofo bebre so ya na ma customize on number plate enti e bia me desando enti manyeska koto car na me pese me customize me number plate Me say, my coach has come a DVLA for special dispensation, you know, among customizing the number plate, any Zando. It's who I will take when as DVLA boss, unim. Now, yeah, back and forth, back and forth. In fact, Abena Osei Asare, for me, she was visibly angry. Then yasem kito say DVLA boss no. Catch and say on tia say obusa na sa question say number plate no Ghana form register from 2026. Almost send them about details ni mu ana. Na ma me enter ni ho ase. It DVLA boss ne ka na ma me na ka DVLA boss ne ka na ma me na ka. Na enya asem kito akra. Menye nsem no enka emma. Me wa kwa video no. You will enjoy it. Me say at the point it was becoming chaotic. Emma, the other members on the Public Accounts Committee, and I know omo bre Abena Osei Asare akoma ase ayin no omo jujuna akoma. Etunim yem kwane video no. I think you enjoyed this video, but it ended well. Amu mbewie na fede anobaba na kwa say omo to adwin and why you say okay. Enti why you say na betimi yaye. But the clash, you don't have to miss it. Yem kwane enjoy video no.
Thank you, Minister. This is a public interest question. I think of late, we've heard a lot in the space of DVLA. Now that the agency under you is here, where they see you, would like him to tell Ghanaians what exactly DVLA wants to do. I think we've heard a lot of talk. We want to see action. What exactly does he want to do? And how will he communicate to the public what he wants to do at the DVLA to make it fit for purpose and also and modernize it as well in this current age of digitalization? What is he doing? We've heard a lot, and so we're giving him the opportunity to tell the people of Ghana what exactly DVLA is doing and his vision as the CEO of DVLA. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The authority DVLA is mandated to do driver and vehicle registration. Not just that, but to make sure one goes through the process to get these requirements done. One, getting into office, I realize accessibility is a problem. So far, we have been able to open 6 offices to help people have...
When you say accessibility, what do you...
Let me give you an example. You stay in a place like Swedru. You want to renew your license, which is around 70 to 80 Ghana cedis. Now, you must move from Swedru to to Winneba or to Weja to have this service delivered to you. It tells you that that's why people have access, that's why people take advantage of the system and engage in all manner of guru boys. But when our offices are located at least in every region, or at least they are accessible to where the magnitude of cars are huge, it helps to bring these issues down.
How many offices do you have currently?
Currently, we had 34, and we've added 6. We've added 6 to it in the space of 10 months. Tomorrow, I'm commissioning a new one in Dansoma, so making it 7.
And are they spread across the country?
That is our quest, to spread them across the country. We did one in Adenta, we did one in Akwetia, one in Asabankesi, we did another in Bole, we did one in Bechem and Doma. We are going to Asenkwagwa, we are going to Nalugu, we are going to...
It is not where you are going to. I want you to tell me what you have done. You said you came to
yes,
34,
so the 6
and you have added 6. So
yes,
I wanted you to share
the 6
Akwetia, Adenta,
Bechem, Doma, Asabankesi, Bole, and Adenta, yes.
Okay, so please continue.
Then I also came to the realization that most of the equipment, earth-moving equipment in the country were not registered. So quickly, I held a press conference to inform each and every agency that deals with earth-moving equipment to also come to us, then also register their earth-moving equipment. Then we also had a compliance guys to go on the field to also check them. That I don't have the figure exactly as of today, but the last time I checked, we did over 6,000 registration of earth-moving equipment, assuming office. We also registered some at the port of entry. Because of the fight against Galamsey, we deem it right that because most of them were not registered in the system, when they are being caught, you don't have any information about the machine, who brought it to Ghana, who registered it. So we made it a point to begin with the registration of earth-moving equipment right at the port of entry. And that we've also done over 4,000 over there. Now we also did what we call the community engagement program, where we go around communities to also educate people and break that stereotype of DVLA is corrupt, DVLA is this. So we can educate drivers, educate the people about what DVLA entails, what we also do. Then we have also done what we are also having a foreign policy with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, where DVLA will be located in most of the embassies outside Ghana. If anyone here gives you a passport picture and tells you that, get me driver's license, that license that will be produced for you is fake, because we need your biometric details to be able to produce you with a driver's license. But they are not here. So most of the license they have outside there is not really correct. It's not correct. But we can't give our software out to foreign countries to victimize our own. So we deem it fit to go there with the help of Foreign Affairs to do the corrections for them. That is the policy we are also embarking on. Then we are also changing the number plates. Before that, let me speak about our international biometric system. We were not able to meet ISO specifications when it comes to issuance of license, international license, and issuance of vehicle licenses, because it's just handwritten, which is not accepted by most countries. We procured machines, gotten the design to be accepted by ISO, so we can do proper international biometric page for our clients from 2026. Then the new number plate. The current number plate we have is not scannable. So anyone just brings a car, not pay duty, go out there to the streets, get the boys by the roadside to emboss a number plate for them. And we want to end that era where people just get up and they not pay duty, just pick a number. What they do is that they go through the police stations, they go by the police stations. When they see cars involved in accidents, then they put their number plates on. They go and emboss it and put it on. Sometimes, with the help of some officers, they have what we call the custom documents, the chassis number. They bring the car of the same type, get a place, knock the number plates on it. Then you'll be using their, knock the chassis number on it. They'll be using their number plates out there. So we've done research to get to know all these strategies they use. But the one we are going to introduce, one will not be having year of registration, which tells you that nobody can buy a car or nobody will wait till the next year before registration of a vehicle. Because every vehicle that must be in the system must be a vehicle that will be identified or can be easily be identified by DVLA. But with what we had, some of the vehicles, we are not having information on them until we register the DP stickers at the port, which I'll come to that. So the one we are bringing now is scannable for security information. You wouldn't need DVLA to be in office before we give those security information out. A police officer will have access to that scannable machine. So in case of anything, they know who the right person is, who they are supposed to hold responsible. Then it also helps to prevent smuggling of cars. Now,
what kind of security details are you going to put?
Now it's going to be RFID chip embedded. So with the RFID chip embedded, the system is going to remain only with the authority, DVLA. With the RFID chip embedded, it will be very difficult for anyone there, those companies out there, which I'm going to deal with them very soon.
Issue is the details that is going to go on there, because they are people's personality. So what kind of details are you going to put on
the number plate?
You said
the
it's going to
information.
come with a lot of security details. And
Yes.
I'm asking that a number plate, let's say Rankins number plate, you're saying that it will be equipped with security features such that if the police should scan, they'll know that truly it belongs to Rankin.
Yeah.
So what, because in putting out somebody's security out there, someone, I mean, a bad person can also get hold of that. So that is why I'm asking, what kind of information are you going to put?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair. We have data protection law, so we'll be compliant with that law. Currently, what we have is just going to be the same form, but now in a digitalized form, not going to be the paper form anymore. So we are not going to move away from the information.
And it's not going to have the user's surname on the number plates.
It depends on what the law says. We'll go by.
You don't tell me depends on what the law says. You are doing it, so you should be able to tell us that the law says ABCD. I'm asking you a specific question. Is it going to have the user's surname on the number plate?
We don't put names on number plates.
I asked a specific question. You said no. We are not going to put. Yes.
I was wondering why that question. Sorry, but we don't put names on number plates. That's why.
You were wondering why that question.
Because we don't put names on number plates.
What are you telling me? People pay to have their names on number plates. And you sit here as a DVLA boss, you tell me you don't put numbers on number plates. Haven't you seen specialized numbers with people's surnames and personalized names on number plates? For yes or no, please?
Yes.
So why are you telling me you don't put names on number plates?
So I can explain that.
Not that you can explain that. You don't expect me to ask you that question. That is what you said. You don't expect me to ask you that question because people do not put their number plates, their names on their number plates. That is a blatant lie. You have people who pay for specialized number plates and they have their surname. I'm asking you, you just mentioned that there are going to be security features. And I'm asking, is that going to include people's names on that plate? And I said, you don't expect me to ask you that question. Are you not the DVLA boss?
Honorable Chair. Of numbers that you can acquire.
Honorable Minister,
So
I understand that.
if you
He
want-
said he doesn't expect me to ask him that question because we don't put names on number plates. You are the DVLA boss. This is something that even expects us to ask me to ask him that question.
Okay, so
So if he can withdraw that statement, that is fine. Because we have people with number plates out there, personalized number plates out there. So respectfully, we are here based on questions and inquiries that citizens of Ghana want to know. And that is why we are here.
Honorable Chair, respectfully, I withdraw. It's not to say you don't know what you are saying. It is just to say that the normal person who goes out there to do registration, we don't put the name on the number plate. It is out of a special provision that is made. That's where personalized comes in.
So then I asked you a simple question because you said you are going to put in the security features.
Yes.
And so I'm asking, so is that going to include names on? The question should have been no. That is not what. But you don't expect me to ask you that. Then why are you sitting in the chair as a DVLA CEO?
That's why I said I withdraw that statement. Yeah.
So I'm asking you, share with us some of the security features because to be honest with you, out there, you see a lot on social media that this is how the new number plate is going to be. It is going to include your surname. It's going to include ABCD. So now we have the opportunity. The CEO is sitting before us, and we are just asking, is that going to include that? Yes or no? That is all.
So, thank you, Honorable Chair.
I don't think I can come to your office and show you disrespect.
The new number plate, there's always a provision for personalized identification numbers. When you come and apply for that, certainly it will be given to you. Thank you very much. I want to also elaborate last on the DP sticker issue, which has to do with the fact that when we got into office, or I got into office, the records available to DVLA says that at the end of every month, cars that were being taken from the port or that were being given to us from the port were around 1,800. But I realized there is something wrong with that, because when you check the customs icons, it doesn't really match with what we were supposed to do, because every car is supposed to be conformous to what customs gives to us. So I went to the port to speak to them about that, to see some changes. Then the number went to 5,400 in the month of March. I was still not okay with it. So we introduced with the minister, and we introduced what we call the DP stickers. The DP stickers now, because the plate, there's no scientific means to check the authenticity of a plate. People just abuse it. Some company can bring 10 cars. They'll buy just two plates to withdraw all the 10 cars. But with the DP sticker, it is one-time stick-on. You cannot take it off. So that was what we introduced, and we started issuing the cars with the DP sticker. And I'm so happy to announce that just the month of September, we were able to do 14,400 DP stickers. So from 1,800 to 14,400, that is what we are able to do now. And we are hoping to do more.
Then clearly your revenue is going to go up. If from 1,800 a month you are making, you said over 10,000, 14,000, then your revenue is going to go up. I hope that it will not be like I have seen increase in revenue, so then it should correlate with an increase in operating expenses. And then you mentioned that you came in to inherit 34 offices, and you have built 6 in 8 months.
Not built, we have commissioned 6.
You have commissioned.
Not
so
built.
These were offices that were...
we entered into agreement, PPP agreement, we call it the Ultra Center concept.
The what?
Ultra Center
Ultra.
Concept, yes. Others to use the municipal assemblies to open.
Then
so we didn't meet any office on commission, and we came to commission it.
Okay. There were offices that were in the pipeline that you've entered into a PPP.
They were not in pipeline with anyone. We came and brought the
they
Ultra
were private
Center,
offices.
Yes.
Okay.
The Ultra Center, that was for Asabankesi and Kotey are Ultra Centers, but the rest are DVLA. But not that the offices were built and we came to commission it. No. We entered into agreement with, for lease. We went to rent the offices, and then we used it.
Then, in order to get DVLA offices closer to, districts, I think you should look into this and see how best you can partner with other private persons, or you commission, now that you are getting in more revenue, you can look to establishing offices closer to these places where you see a lot of vehicles. And I believe, one, it will raise your own revenue, and two, it will also reduce the non-registration of vehicles. So I think this is something you should
Just
check.
this morning, I had a meeting with the Chief Executive Officer of GEA, Ghana Enterprise Agency, and they've pledged their support so we can collaborate with them, give them their list, and so we are going to sit down to see where we can rent their building for office operations.
Okay, yes, they have offices in most of the districts, so you are going to partner with them to make sure you do that. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, Chair, my question.
Abushafo, enti Abena Osei Asare any Julius Neequaye DVLA boss and who involving in heated argument we can nyasem kitakra. I hope you enjoy the video. So we enjoy and pacho. Leave your comment in the comment section. We are videos while liking our channel for France and Yabiash. Hi and Janto TV. Make sure unsubscribe ya subscribe. Mami say because the family train two anasa. It's over 5,000 subscribers and nyasem kitakra. Diom nana Janto the sukato man enche obeteninka. Medamu nyina se mudi muni me di dwumadue na mo hwe show yi. Yebesa hye biem. Peace.